So it's super important that you go through and after dominoing everything that you do a dry fit. Now a dry fit means you're going to go through and check that everything goes together. The table I'm making is slightly different than the one you're making. Mine is slightly longer, but it's the principle's the same. So ultimately what you're going to come through and do is you're going to get these dominoes and you're going to put them in where they need to go. Now you want to be very cautious we don't damage our timber. And so you've got a couple of ways of adding these dominoes in. Number one is you can get a scrap piece of timber, place it carefully on that, and then give them some light taps. Those light taps are important to get those dominoes in. It's also going to cause you a couple of issues later with getting the dominoes out, but ultimately grab those in and insert. After you've got them going in on all four sides, what you're going to come through and do is you're going to find your pieces and you're going to number them up, line them up with the numbers that they had, and you are going to attach. And so ultimately all you're doing is getting them so that the dominoes fit in. If you need to line up on the table, once again, always be looking for things that could damage your project. Now, when I'm whacking this down, I'm using my hand like this, not like this, because there are a bunch of nerves in there that you could damage. I'm also not using this because you shouldn't need it for the amount of pressure that's required. Also, because it can be quite damaging to your job unless you have a spacer. So I've gone through and you're making sure they're all sitting where they want to sit, and you want to have ideally no issue there, but if you're a smidge off, look, there's no big stress. We'll take it through the table saw and just take the smallest amount off, but we'll do that afterwards. Go ahead and dry fit the rest of your project so you can see everything together.